Bruce, we are right around the corner from a major anniversary. And Mark wants to know what was more pivotal to Mick Foley's career, getting thrown off the cell or winning that first world championship. As a reminder, he's thrown off the cell in June of 98 in Pittsburgh. In late December in Worcester, that same year, he would win the world title. And of course it would air famously heads up against the Finger Poke of Doom the first week of January, 1999. In your mind, what was more pivotal for his career, the cell or becoming WWF champion?
I think the cell defined him, but I think that winning the championship was more pivotal for his career. I think that was the stamp that said, you know what? You are good enough. And we love you, man. I think that was the stamp there. It was winning the championship without a doubt. The cell was a spot and a spot that I would never encourage anybody in a million years to ever try and repeat. And that kind of defines Mick's career in many ways. But the rest of it is, I think, Mick made his own way in his career, but having the title and winning the championship that night was that pivotal point.
Dan Borello wants to know, did Corny ever get a replacement rat for George the Rat or a replacement freezer after the burial? We never talked about that, but was George Jimmy's last rat? Or did he get another rat after that? Like I don't
recall.
I'm not saying that tongue in cheek. I'm not saying that to be funny, but I know like a lot of times when, like, unfortunately the Shivani's have lost, a family pet since we've been friends. And then they get a new dog. Like when the old dog passes away, they get a new. Did they do that with rats too?
Yeah. I don't know if he did or not, but see, when I lost Dodger, I swore I'd never get, another dog.
And then I saw that stupid ass dog running around.
What stinky ass dog?
You got a terrible dog there. You know that.
Don't talk about Wally like that.
Your new latest dog. That ain't Wally.
Oh, she's the best.
Stupid ass Bean or whatever the hell his name is. Awful dog.
Listen, Huntsville Hillbilly.
Don't you dare.
I just did. You're a Huntsville Hillbilly. Don't know no better.
Well, it's been well established on this program that Ginger is the official dog of Something to Wrestle.
I don't even know what a Ginger is. Ginger's a movie star on Gilligan's Island. She ain't even got off the island yet. And Bean's right here representing.
I heard Bean, I heard Wally took a giant country shit in your house in the last 7 days.
Probably.
Speaking of country shits, we got a photo we want to show you here from our friend RCS88. And it's from a set of the Brother Love show. And, it says, curious where this unaired Brother Love show took place. So let me describe it if you're just listening to us. It's the Brother Love set. We see you off the platform holding a microphone so we can hear what Jimmy Hart is saying as he's down on all fours, encouraging Earthquake to squat over Hulk Hogan. And Hulk Hogan almost looks like he's doing a ladies push-up here. It's not what we remember with the big squash on the chest. It's on the back. What can you tell us about this?
How do you think he got him down in that position to give him the squish on the chest?
That's the same episode? Cause the question is it's unaired.
One that I remember.
Okay. You don't remember it happening twice.
No.
Okay.
And we did some twice. We did the Boss Man one twice.
Yes. We've talked about that.
Yeah. I don't think we did Earthquake twice.
Because Dusty got a haircut during the Boss Man thing, right?
Well, no, we did the Boss Man Hogan one twice because the first one Hogan lay dead, wasn't up. And then we did one the next night where Hogan actually got up. Then I did have to do one twice with Dusty because it was just the shits.
Yeah.
And he got the thumb cut we put the hat on, but it like came all down and all around because it was summertime. You got to get a thumb cut. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel you, big dog. Brockhurst wants to know, if Bret Hart hadn't left the WWF in 1997, do you feel we still would have gotten the mega feud with Austin and The Rock, Or could the feud of Bret and Austin continued on a few more WrestleManias?
I mean, yes to both.
Yeah.
I mean, you can play what if all day.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. But the reality is it's the premise of this show is talking about things happening in the past. But as Tony Soprano once famously said, do you remember when is the lowest form of conversation there is? The what if, what if, Hulk hadn't have gone at that time? Yeah, but he did. So in this scenario, you can fantasy book all you want with what ifs if you're not involved in it. If you're involved in it, you don't have time to say, well, goddamn, if he had stayed, we could have done this, we could have done that. Because you can't do it. They're gone. Stop thinking about them and move on. And if you dwell on the past and you dwell on the negative, that's exactly where you're going to stay. So you have to be able to adapt and look at, well, Bret didn't stay. So that question can't be answered because we stopped thinking about Bret the minute that we knew that Bret was not going to be able to be a part of what we were doing. And so you move on. It's okay, what's next? Bret's not in that calculation at that point. So it's difficult to answer those sometimes unless we had plans, but we didn't. We didn't because we knew he was leaving. So to hope and to wish, you wish in one hand, you shit in the other, tell me which one goes up. Okay. It's as when you're in the moment, you are wasting valuable minutes and hours of your time and your energy thinking about things that could have been that are not going to happen.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson here to tell you a little more about what adfreeshows.com is all about. Get early, ad-free access to more than a dozen of your favorite wrestling podcasts every single week, starting at just $9. That's less than 20 cents an episode each month. And yes, you can listen to them all directly through Apple Podcasts or your regular podcast apps. How easy is that? Ad-free shows also has thousands of hours worth of bonus content and docuseries like Title Chase, Eric Fires Back, Conversations with Conrad, and The Insiders. Plus new series like The Book with David Crockett, Monday Mailbags with Mike Chioda and Nick Patrick, and a whole lot more. And you want to talk about early? You can't get any earlier than listening to the shows live. You can be a part of the live studio audience as we record the podcast. Plus, ride shotgun alongside your favorite childhood heroes for live watch-alongs, Q&As, and other interactive experiences every single month. Come on now, see for yourself what thousands of other wrestling fans from around the world have discovered, that adfreeshows.com is the best value in wrestling. Check it out today, and hey, when you do, the first week is completely free. adfreeshows.com.